This segment of the Chopin podcast is brought to you by the Chopin Foundation of the United States, presenters of the National Chopin Competition in Miami, Florida, January 2025. To make a recording of Chopin's complete etudes is to prove to the world that you belong in the upper echelon of piano mastery. And so, despite the etudes' formidable obstacles, legions of concert pianists have produced recordings of the complete cycle. To help us navigate this discography, music critic Jed Distler is here to offer his dark horse favorite set of Chopin etudes, as well as a few other recommendations for outstanding etudes recorded over the past century. Jed has listened to untold thousands of piano recordings in his life and written about many of them for Gramophone Magazine and ClassicsToday.com. He is the host of WWFM's weekly radio show Between the Keys, and in 2021, he was the official gramophone blogger of the International Chopin Competition in Warsaw. At the end of each episode of the Chopin podcast, Jed will share his thoughts on an exceptional recorded cycle of the given genre, as well as a memorable recording of an individual piece within that genre. Here are his picks for Chopin's etudes.
Joseph Hoffman famously said that there has never been, nor will there ever be, a single pianist who can play all 24 Chopin etudes equally well. But that hasn't stopped many pianists from trying. So, what is my favorite integral recording of the Chopin etudes, Opus 10 and Opus 25? I can tell you which one that is. It's by the Cuban-American pianist Juana Zayas. This is a recording from 1983, and it's been reissued on the Music and Arts label. This recording elicited a rave review from Harold C. Schoenberg, and it kind of acquired a cult following. I was first turned on to this recording by Donald Manildi, who wrote a survey of recorded versions of the Chopin etudes for International Piano Quarterly. He wrote that she lavishes on all 24 pieces a quite fabulous amalgam of lyricism, wit, drama, and sheer pianistic craft. I couldn't agree more. I think she brings out each work's specific character with a sense of variety that never spills over into willfulness or eccentricity. And for that reason, I keep coming back to these recordings with great pleasure. I don't know if you remember the Joyce Hatto scandal of 2007, which I helped to uncover and expose, where hundreds of recordings were issued on a label called Concert Artist and all credited to Joyce Hatto, except that they were not by Joyce Hatto. These were all stolen from different pianists. And I have the Chopin Etudes cycle here. This is allegedly by Joyce Hatto. And when this came out, I raved about it, thinking, how can a 77-year-old pianist who was terminally ill play the Chopin Etudes at such high capacity? Well, that's because she didn't do it. About half of the Etudes were taken from a recording by a pianist named Yuki Matsuzawa. This recording is way out of print in physical format, but you can find it as a download. These are amazing performances. I mean, what's not to love? You get perfect finger work, fluent phrasing, impeccable timing, really imaginative pedaling, and discreetly novel voicings that are never eccentric. I mean, there are no dead spots in these recordings, and I think it's a cycle well worth having. For my individual choice for a recording of an etude, I'm going to the 3 new etudes, Trois Nouvelles Etudes, and a 1929 recording by the Liszt people Moriz Rosenthal, made for the Edison label of the A-flat Nouvelle Etude. This is a performance that has incredible freedom and poetry and rubatos that are just gorgeous, but they are so personalized and internalized that you cannot hope to copy them at all. And you'll never hear playing remotely like this today. I mean, just the fact that this recording exists is a treasure and a gift.
On the next episode of the Chopin podcast, we continue our coverage of the oh-so-important Etudes. Welcoming to the show 2010 National Chopin Competition gold medalist Claire Huangxi, who will react to her Etude performances from Warsaw that same year. And welcoming back 1975 Chopin Competition silver medalist Dina Jaffe, who will share her insights on the Etudes, having performed the complete cycle in concert herself numerous times. And speaking of which, the episode will conclude with a look at Yunchan Lim's own complete cycle of Chopin's Etudes from his celebrated debut album. Stay tuned.